$1.68 trillion. And now the market, oh, it went to zero. Yeah!
This is what some people believe is happening to the Ecomi token right now. Some people in the Ecomi veve fam are disappointed after this community update because many people have been waiting for an update to celebrate, to party that something is coming for the Ecomi token after such a long time. And once again, the disappointment is big. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Toddler coming at you with another video, and in this one we are going to talk a little bit about the two sides, because some people are extremely bearish and more leaning to the side that Ecomi is a rug pull, that Ecomi and veve even is a slow rug pull, and then there are the perma moon boys who are leaning to the side that no information at all is very bullish, is good news, that all is going to go well and fine, and that are basically sitting all in on their investments into the Ecomi token. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor and not your financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape full degen into the Ecomi token and or the veve collectibles. Also, if you enjoy these types of videos here right out of Croatia, then please smash up the like button as hard as you can. I will be really glad about each and every like that you can give me, because that's the most important thing for my channel at the moment. Also, I want to thank and really thank all my rare hodlers, my patrons, my channel members for supporting me all the time on this journey. I really appreciate it. I am really grateful for your support, and that is why this video section is for you, and that is why we are never taking sponsors on this channel. So if you want, you can become a channel member just here on this YouTube channel and get yourself minted on my intro screen. But with that out of the way, let's get finally started. So we are here in beautiful Croatia at a small port in the nice city of Podstrana, close to Split. I even think that if we look there right in the background somewhere, we can even see Split from here. But that's obviously not the point of this video. The point of this video is the community update that we have seen and the disappointment that we have experienced. And in this video, I also want to react to a tweet from Foster Hilt, because he's putting out a very positive story around why they didn't update about the Ecomi token, and I want to address some points and give some counterpoints onto these points so that we can, out of his very good tweet, get a wholesome picture, in my opinion, because I think there are some downsides missing. But let's jump right in. So just to recap this a little bit, I am in the Ecomi token since about 2 years now. There are people that are in the Ecomi token since more than 3 years. In fact, the first tokens have been distributed almost 4 years ago. And since then, there have been many promises and many OMI utility program articles and outlines about burn mechanics and implementations into the app, and nothing of that ever came. So right now, many people, rightfully so, are getting impatient around the non-updates surrounding the Ecomi token. We are always getting nice and very good improvements around the veve app, such as little improvements as the waitlist getting better, implementing videos and articles right into the drop screen so that many things are integrated from other media platforms into the veve app. But it is only the veve app, and the tie that many people are claiming that the Ecomi token is tied to all of these big brands is actually missing. So that is the point where many people are getting desperate, because they have been investing money into an Ecomi token that is going lower and lower and lower throughout this bear market, and that, in contrast to other altcoins, hasn't turned around. So what people were waiting for, what I was waiting for, if you have seen my live stream about the community update, is just a word on the Ecomi token, on the status, because they have said they hired a blockchain team for the Ecomi token. So I was actually only, that was very little what I was waiting for, but I was only waiting for one small and tiny update, and that was that the Ecomi blockchain team is working on this or that feature focused at the moment, or that there is somehow the new article coming out about the OUP, MCP, how this should look finalized, and it's not coming. And people have various theories, from that is a rug pull and they are not going to work on it anymore, up to that the veve team on purpose is not putting the Ecomi token on exchanges, and that the veve team doesn't want to have it anywhere in the spotlight because of the SEC in the US. And I think that is both a little bit shortfalling, because if we want to assess how much funds we can allocate into the Ecomi token, then we should look at all sides of the story. Let's maybe start out with this tweet from Foster Hill. So, is OMI still your homie? For almost 2 years, the team would give community updates and overpromise on features and deadlines. I do not believe it was malicious, but at some point they recognized that telling people about a bunch of features that would be delayed by several months was not as good as building in silence and delivering when features were ready. Over the past few months, veve has implemented several features have greatly improved the platform and have taken community feedback to change the way process work to improve the collecting experience for users. This suggests that they have implemented features for the Ecomi token where they have overpromised and then delayed them by several months. But this is actually only valid for the veve app. They have overpromised for the veve app and delivered with many months late, or even sometimes did not deliver, such as interoperability promises. But this doesn't account for Ecomi at all. And that also brings me to the second point, because what I always see regarding the Ecomi token is that veve and Ecomi development progresses are mixed together, like the 2 points, and then said, yeah, they have developed some things and brought some things and others not, but they have always delivered. In fact, they have always delivered on veve and they have never delivered on the Ecomi token. So it is very hard to assume that this is changing right now. Obviously, the only point that we have is that they hired this blockchain team where we don't know who is on that team and where we don't know what they are focusing on. But since 3-4 years, the only things that have seen improvements were the veve app and things surrounding the veve app. At this point, we also have to mention that actually 5 days ago, roundabout, the Secure Wallet app has received an update for Ecomi. So that could be an indicator that actually the blockchain team has done something around this Secure Wallet app. So that is very interesting in my opinion. So always keep in mind that when I say nothing has happened, doesn't mean it will not happen, but also we have to see that there is a history of years without any improvements. So these 2 points I would criticize at this tweet. Let's continue with Foster's tweet. With so many improvements on the veve side, the question often asked is, what about OMI? After the last community update, the general sentiment appeared to be that OMI had once again been ignored. But has it? We have already seen the OUP released several months ago, which outlined a ton of utility for the token, and since then have heard that it's being integrated into the wider ecosystem with MCP, and that the team has onboarded several new employees to help on the blockchain side, presumably to further improve and assist in these processes. Along with the community, I would love to hear an update on the progress of OMI utility. However, what I would prefer even more is to see features delivered and hear about them as they come out. We don't need more promises and more soons. So the logical conclusion to draw when we don't receive a concrete update is that they are not ready to update us on it yet. While I overall agree with what Foster says here, I disagree that this is something positive, because you could have been on the same opinion for the last 4 years that not hearing about the Ecomi token is very positive. And then if you wouldn't hear anything and you do not see updates for 3 years, and then they come out and say, look, we start developing now on the Ecomi token, then that is obviously bad news. So imagine they would have never updated on the Ecomi token after promising stuff for the Ecomi token, and also consider that they have been bringing out articles since 2 years already about possible and potential Ecomi utility that has been then cancelled and replaced by another article. Not hearing about something is definitely, in my opinion, not a progress, and is definitely not something to be bullish on, because he is basically saying that when you do not hear something, they are working in the background and then going to surprise us with positive utility at whatever point in the future. But also keep in mind that recently we had all this fuzz around Reese disappearing and Reese potentially selling Ecomi tokens into the pumps that resulted out of positive Ecomi and veve news. And now, even in the end of that Ecomi, veve, or only veve community update, we have not even heard him in this employee lineup anymore. So some people are questioning whether Reese is still on the team. So at least a comment surrounding all of these topics, in my opinion, would be necessary. While this causes frustration, I believe that it also creates opportunity, because it leaves only one of two options. Either the team is working hard in the background to create a fantastic Ecomi utility program that will be fully integrated into the veve app and will give users a ton of reasons to utilize it and make the whole ecosystem flourish, or it's being abandoned or is a rug. Right now, it seems like the majority are leaning towards some version of the second option. I am not one of them. I document my convictions publicly because I pay attention to the signs, and it's clear to me that the team knows what the community wants. So that right there, in my opinion, is wrong. Because there are not only two options. There is not only the option of delivering a fantastic Ecomi utility program in the background, or being a rug pull and that everyone is leaning to the side of the rug pull. It is more that the signs where he says he's still bullish are pointing on non-development, and there is another option. They can deliver from the background a not overwhelming Ecomi utility program. They can deliver, in fact, a garbage Ecomi utility program that makes it maybe immune to SEC lawsuits, but might not really deliver value. So this option does exist. And also, when you're waiting 3 years for the token to do something and you're unsure if in the next month or 3 months or 6 months something is coming, and if you consider that in the last 2 years we have basically not received new exchanges with significant volume for the Ecomi token, then you also have to ask yourself, even if at some point they deliver something for the Ecomi token, if the opportunity cost is not too high. Because if you consider, for example, that the Ecomi token has gone down while Bitcoin doubled in the past months, the opportunity cost of putting money at that point into Ecomi token, when you could have bought Bitcoin around $15,000, $17,000 and $18,000 around November, December, the opportunity cost is extremely high. If you consider that you could have put money instead of the Ecomi token into Cardano, Polygon, XRP and so on, that have pumped with the XRP lawsuit, and you see that Ecomi token has not even reacted to XRP winning over the SEC in that lawsuit, then the opportunity cost is extremely high. And you have to ask yourself at this point, and this is all not financial advice, but only for information entertainment purposes, you have to ask yourself, what is the opportunity cost right now to bet on the Ecomi token with all of your money, and even some people remortgaging their houses for putting money into the Ecomi token. And please guys, don't do it. Not financial advice, you do whatever you want to do. But if you consider that you could put money into a token that is relatively secure and will maybe do in the bull run a 4, 5, 10x Some people are betting everything, putting all of their eggs into one basket with the Ecomi token upon promises and an unknown blockchain team, not considering the opportunity costs that are present and that we see since 3 years where you could have made money in other projects. I think that is worth discussing. So no, in my opinion, there are not two options only, like Foster says here. There's not the option of a fantastic OMI utility program and a rug pull, but there's also everything in between. There is the option of bringing one feature and abandoning. There is the option of bringing shitty features and then abandon. There's the option of bringing more or less good features but not delivering close to the promises of the OMI utility program that we saw before. There is the option of bringing a fantastic OMI utility program and then even the option of delivering more than we could ever dream of. All of these options obviously are on the table because they have not delivered a single thing yet. These options are on the table since more than 3 years. So, considering all of that, what does it mean for me personally? Am I out of the Ecomi token? No, I am not. I have 2.12 million Ecomi tokens at this point. I might even buy a couple of Ecomi tokens more, maybe 1 million more, just to bet on this possibility. But keep in mind, it's a bet because there's nothing that I can really base my decision on other than the potential upside because of the things that are not there. On the other hand, I want to buy other tokens and projects as well. I want to buy more Bitcoin at this moment where the price is coming down. We have just seen the bearish retest on Bitcoin up on overhead resistance, implying more downside in the immediate short term. We have seen mixed news out of the economy. We have seen that the SEC is still going after Coinbase, still going after Binance with very bad news, recommending to Coinbase that they should delist every token action and selling action that is there on the entire Coinbase platform in the US. So from everything that we are seeing right now, mixed signals will open up more opportunities to get ourselves into the various coins into position. So for me, it does mean I will have an Ecomi position. I will have a massive veve collectible position regarding the overall percentage of my portfolio. But I will not put everything on this card. And yes, this could mean that when they deliver this Beyond All Dreams OMI utility program, that Foster and Randy and Jordan are multi-millionaires, maybe even billionaires. But also the other side is possible, that these positions all stick where they are while the rest of the market is going crazy when there are no exchanges delivered for Ecomi token, but then again exchanges are there for all the other projects. So you have all of those possibilities, and we need to consider that these possibilities are real. And now I will just take you a little bit more down the port here, because there's actually some beautiful things going on here. So I will just walk with you a second to the end of this port, because there's someone with the jet ski bringing up all the birds into the air, and that looks really, really good. Overall, I have to say, for example, I would not sacrifice these holidays to buy the Ecomi token. I think that would be a little bit over the top, and I could have bought, I don't know, a couple of million OMI tokens probably, if you put all of the costs together. Yeah, but I'm getting here to the end of this little port entrance, and so you can see, by the way, the food is awesome, like the Croatian people are awesome, the pivo is awesome. I will get a cold one after this because I'm in the sun all day taking this video, but look at this. Here, beautiful view right there, and the guys with the jet ski is somewhere, where is it there? I'm chasing all the birds into the sky, all the seagulls. So yeah, very cool scenario in my opinion. I just wanted to show this to you as well. Yeah, that said, am I bullish, am I bearish? I try to keep the view on both, on everything, and yeah, I try to maintain an observing stance and play the devil's advocate wherever necessary, wherever possible, and we will see what is coming out of that. But with that out of the way, guys, make sure to like and subscribe and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I upload a video. I really appreciate the support on each of my videos. Really appreciate all of you guys. And with that said, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night or afternoon, and I see you in the next video or Monday morning at Crypto Morning Coffee. Have a good one.